Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Breath of the Wild. Not Breath of the Wild. Welcome to Breath of the Wild, guys. Tears of the Kingdom. Oh boy, is this slightly intimidating. So there are 4 terminals in this location, and it is apparently cold. And essentially what we need to do is... Whoa. Is we need to find these locations. And we need to... Ow. We need to operate them. So they could be literally anywhere. But considering that this one's about the sky, I think it's safe to say that the main point of this one is you're flying through the maze this time. I don't just mean speed. Ooh, that could have been... Oh, there's a chest. Gimme, gimme. We keep finding more and more of these. It's annoying. They're really good, and they can combine to make very good pieces of like your arsenal. They can be very good pieces of any arsenal. But it's also like two-handed sword, like one-handed swords are better for. I guess we can like attach a shard of Pharaoh to it or something, and then that will really help it out. Okay, so it's definitely here. Question is, where do we go that brings us high enough? Okay. Well, we could very much so cheese this. However, I think one thing that we will just do is say that there is one here. Because we know that it's there, but we don't know how to access it yet. And I think delving into this area, it might become apparent that there are certain things you might have to do that you learn about way later on, maybe. So it's more so that you have to find a shrine and then, or find the activatable MacGuffins, and then find a way to get to them fast enough with your thing. So that was one. So we've now done one, so we can now mark that on our map as done. So we have that one now done. This is really fun. I actually really like this. I don't think it would work as well if it was like a lot of different other things. But the fact that it's like glider based and it's like a really fun like little momentum game, I think makes it work really well. I also like how you can't climb here. Like in the blue thing, you just can't climb. Because that really does mean that you can't really gimmick this too much. You can't just climb to the very top and then just be like, haha, I'm done. You actually have to methodically go through it. I think that really adds a lot of like personality to a thing like this. Because a lot of the time what we're doing is like, oh, go to the thingy and then use your super mega ultra powerful weapons and just beat it to a pulp essentially. But this time, because everything is about the platforming, it's very fun and interesting and new. Also, I just love using the glider. I think the glider is one of the my favorite parts of this game, honestly. It's just so satisfying to just fly smoothly along everything. Okay. The thing that's hard is you also have to manage your downfall as well. Okay, so this is just going into the middle area, which apparently is very, very big. So that's going back. Mazes are often not hard but they're usually very thought-provoking because you have to think about things in video games as a what would they do here? Not what a gamer would do here, but like what a game developer would want to do with what they're doing. Because they have to make sure that the game feels like satisfying, like you're feeling like you're doing well. That's where the interest comes in. Okay, another one done. I do like how the Midna hair is going absolutely freaking crazy. And that's another one of those. So now the last one should be over there. Okay. I also like challenges that aren't just combat, because that's what Zelda really is about. It's about gameplay that isn't just mindless combat. Because most of the time the good boss battles are boss battles where you have to... Jesus. Power drains and arrows can fly much farther. So that's literally a Hanzo bow, so... That's very cool, I like that. We'll go through this way, which was the way we went. And then we'll see if there's anything else. There is not. So then we'll wrap around again. And then we'll see, yep, there's a way out here. So then we'll use it. Drop back in. Drop back out. And then we need to do it one more time and we need to find where we have to go here. I wonder if this is going to be for just another shrine or if this gives you something that will help unlock something in the future. That's an interesting thought I'm having. Because it would be very easy for it just to be a shrine. However, they've kind of shown that they want to kind of expand on stuff a bit more in this game. Okay. I do really like the speed up. The speed up kind of thing that we're doing. It's a very tall place. I like that when you finish it, the wind carries you flawlessly up. Man, look at this place, eh? This is what I love about this game, is it's breathtaking. Although it would be kind of hard to breathe when you're so high elevated. Dun 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 dun. What do we get? Big battery. Okay. Now my question about this is, does activating this, will it activate the... Will we just be able to deep dive into the area below from this? You who have traversed this maze, mark well my words. You pulled apart the bars in the labyrinth of the land that obstructed your path below ground. Yeah, I did do that. From high above to far below, prove your courage by diving in the depths of the earth. Fucking do it. The final way shall open to you. So this is interesting. So it's actually a 3-part kind of thing. And I think this is the Superman 64 little minigame that they keep putting in here for some reason. Or it might just be that we simply have to trust ourselves. Yeah, to fall down. Which I think is cool. And now, I think we might actually be somewhere cool. So, this is where we've been before, but now we're actually in it. So that's really cool. I really like how it's kind of spans a few different things. And then in this way as well, this is the hardest version of the maze, because you can't actually see anything, which that is interesting and really well designed. I guess the base power gets increased if you add a Zonite piece of technology to it. That's interesting. And also scary, because it means that they definitely are going to think to throw some enemies at us. Okay. Man, there's so... Like, I think the fun thing about this game is it's like playing Skyrim, you know? It's like playing Skyrim, but, like, you know, everything's more intuitive. I think the thing that's, like, really creepy, like, I just always, like, I really wish, like, I think in the previous episode with the Phantom Ganon thing, that kind of was what I was really asking for. But, I like how we get to do that, because that was a thing that was, like, in some of the original labyrinths. It's just, I really want, and I really miss, a lot of enemies. Like, it's a 36 spear, like... That's kind of really strong. Actually, we might be able to learn something if we look at this. We can't learn anything. Good to know, good to know. I want to get more Talos hearts, because I need to get more inventory. I know where Hetsu is from a previous playthrough. In theory, kinda. I really don't want to fight that thing. I didn't know if it was like an actual... Like, level 3s are unfair, by the way. Level 3s are like actually fucking unfair. Also, I don't want to use this bow yet. Because that bow seems so interesting. I think like... Because we could like do so... You could do so much with a weapon like that. I think we just went in there. Oh, get down. It doesn't feel very big. Maybe... If its health doesn't actually... Well, I think you could see us, guys. These things are like the most unfair enemy in this game. Like, they take a crap ton of damage to kill. And not only that, but it's impossible to keep on them. I really wonder what they were thinking with this enemy. Like, the thing is, like, you really don't get enough time. However... Aww. Fine. Fucking hell. I think you do a little bit too much damage, man. I think you need to take... I think you need to lighten the load on the damage a bit. I say to the level 1,000,000. See what I mean? Like, they, as soon as you go to aim at something, they immediately are like, wait, no, no. And I also just don't know what it does. Like, I don't know, like, half of its attacks, so it's very hard to, let's say, like, get out of the way or something when you don't know what's going on. Like, this one attack could be its only attack, and it still would fuck with me. Okay. I think if I have enough food, I'll be fine, but the problem is I really don't. I think if you're able to keep a good enough eye on it, you should be fine. I think it changes just a bit too fast. Especially that one. That one's a massive cock tease. I really do feel like there's kind of a part of it that is done in a very particular way to piss you off. Also, what are you meant to do if you run out of arrows? Like, it's not like you can just make arrows, which that would be the best feature of this game. Is if you could just literally just make arrows. Seriously? This feels like the epitome of, like, going against, like, Brawl Meta Knight and your opponent saying, no, 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 he's fair because, I can't hurt you if I go invincible. Like, that's kind of what this fight feels like to me. Because the moment you aim at it, he's like, wait, no. Come on. Stop being a massive cunt. I don't like the instant switching. They should be giving you an actual amount of time. I know that part of this is just, oh, get good, and also the fact that I'm probably not even going to be able to do this because I don't actually have arrows. But still. I was like, oh, I need that arrow really badly. And then the game was like, Quadrant 4, Quadrant 4. He needs the arrow. Get that stat. I wonder if I... If I went like that, and then... What could I attach to an arrow that were... Oh, that would probably fuck them up. My most powerful bow is heavily damaged. I don't think I have arrows left. I think the funnier thing is... Huh, wait a minute. Oh, come on! That was insanely clever on my part. I don't even know where that arrow went. Well, that did some damage. Where are you? I love it when bosses just have... What am I meant to do about that? Oh, he just goes in his box phase if you try to kill him and he just says, fuck you, kill yourself. Well, then what am I meant to do then? This is the exact thing I hate. Is when bosses specifically don't allow you to play game. Because at that point, what is the point of you battling a boss? God damn. I guess let's just go grab a bunch of arrows. Because otherwise I physically can't beat the boss. It's so stupid. Like, I understand that, oh, but it's the hardest version of this monster, essentially. So it's like, oh, but, you know, it's really hard, so, you know, it makes sense that, you know, like, the damage is fine. I don't have much hearts. I don't have, like, really crazy armor. The damage is fine. What isn't fine is that he has 50 different phases, and he just goes between them willy-nilly, and most of them don't allow you to use your main method of combat. Which, yet again... is using, you know, your swords. Man, people are in dire straits out here. I'm just gonna cook all of these to make them way more useful. Because that will help a frick ton with killing this thing. So these restore stamina. So these ones are more so just going to be... These ones, stamina things just exist to restore stamina personally. I think the Lotus thing also actually does that, so... Movement speed, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Chili resistance. This increases our stealth if we do it in a meal, so I mean... Actually, we won't. We won't do any of those. We'll just play it very normal. Is there any monster parts? Is there any critters that we have that would be very beneficial to make something out of? That's one thing I actually really want to think about. Because, that question's kind of important. I don't think there is, which is a sad thing. So this allows us to withstand the cold, and this allows us to withstand the cold. So we'll put them together, and I don't think we have any warm stuff, whatever it's called. We don't. So we'll just cook those two together. Okay. Sauteed nuts in your mouth. All the nuts, I'm just gonna like basically just cook by themselves. That did a lot. That's very surprising. Oh, a rooster sound. There we go. That was a good one. Okay, and then we'll just cook more. Damn, that was a really, really good one. That was one of those crazy ones you get. That was another really good one. Yeah. I think we need to find more critters to make like really good potions out of. I think that's like one of the things I would love to do a lot is like do a run where the only way to get money is by doing stuff like that. But the problem with that is that it just doesn't work well for a challenge run because this is such a long game. And then let's say you did Breath of the Wild, right? Like, you kind of can just do things without that. It's like, I think it would be fun as a challenge to buy something that's expensive. Like, using only potions to buy the house or whatever. Like, oh, whoops! I just realized we can't go there because we have to physically fall from the distance to actually get in. It's a little dumb, but it makes sense. I think if you unlock it though, it should just stay unlocked. It shouldn't be some silly like, no, you have to do it again though kind of thing, because it feels a bit silly. But yeah, so we get 2 weapons, and we're gonna use. I realized we didn't even get any more arrows, which was the real problem that we're having. So yeah, we're gonna have to go and grab arrows. Man, it really does slow the game down a bunch when you have to do this. I guess we'll go here. And we'll see if Beetles just so happens to be there. So we can buy a frick ton off him. And then we'll go to the resistance area thingy. And then we'll buy arrows there too. I think the thing that annoyed me is if I didn't use the spear, right, and I used like something else to hit him with that, and like really smacked him up with it, I probably could have just killed him with the spear. Hmm. Almost thought he had a weird face. There he is. There's the stalker. Beetle believes in you! You show up in all kinds of places, don't you? Or have you been looking for me? Yes, please, arrows. Please. Both. I'll take them all. We'll see if we can sell anything useful. We really don't need this one, so we can sell that. Other than that, I think that's good. Fucking Beetle's gonna fucking glow, and people are gonna go to him and be like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Glowing potion. Maybe bugs will attach to me." Because Beetle is a bit unhinged at the end of the day. He definitely doesn't... Like, Beetle is the type of person to search really bad shit on their friend's phone on, like, not incognito or anything. There's, like, full on just like, have fun with this on your search history. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, which I should be, we have arrows, we have a shield, we have weapons, and we have lots of food. So, we are now prepared for this fight. Do you want to transform again? I personally like it when you're in a different... Damn. I tried. Okay, we'll take the fight on foot. Like, I think the thing about it is, like, it just doesn't open its weak spot, like, ever. And when it does, it's so minimal. Let's, while we can, very quickly grab some arrows. That was a bad idea. Which one is one of those big ones? And then while we can, we will frick up a lot of arrows. This time it's playing way more fair. Like, I feel like in general, this, like, it might just be that this time I actually know what I'm doing. How? Man, imagine having, like, one less heart in this fight. You would be so mad. Arrow time, we'll grab this one. See what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can do. It just happens. And it angers me so much. Because why does it do that? Why is that the case? Games are made for enjoyment. It's not fun sitting around just like, man, I wish I get to fight. Are you telling me that really didn't hit? I'm gonna get like instantly fucking hit again. He tried for it. Just show your face. What is the point of this boss? What does it teach me? Like, this isn't doing anything. It's just doing the same attack pattern that I can't deal with. Because that's how the game has designed it. I don't understand what I'm meant to do. None of my attacks work because I have to hit a very specific area that's very hard to actually hit. There. I was able to fucking tap its fucking feet. Jesus criminy, improve your bosses. Steering stick is very useful. Now, I don't know what that thing does, but I'm just gonna presume that I should, like, fuse it onto... Yeah. Now to pick up the 50 arrows that I threw around the entire... Like, how many... Yeah, we used all of our arrows in that fight, and I had, like, 50 of them. And I was using a 30 power bow that had extra effects when I charged it up. And it still did jack. Most of it. We want to grab this thing too. I mean, they're looking pretty strong, but the pain and sacrifice that it took to get there. You who have traversed this labyrinth of the depths and battled a boss that's very badly designed. This trial was a test of your talents. In overcoming it, you have shown to be strong of body, mind, and skill. In the name of the rule of the boars, I commend your achievement and offer a fitting reward, probably like a health. Armor wreathed in otherworldly evil, hidden away since days of old. Take it now. Okay, that's actually more interesting. It actually makes sense because there's 3 of these, so it makes sense that it would be an armor set. This better be fucking good. I have a feeling it's just gonna be like... Yeah. The Evil Spirit set. Which is essentially the Phantom Ganon set. Like, I mean, that's a cool reward and it definitely fits, but at the same time it also feels a bit underwhelming. I guess the fact that it's also a, it also has, a bit of extra stuff to it, so it's not just... Like, there's stuff to it, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's the most special reward ever. However, I think it's time for us to get some more memories done. Because those are important. I think the ending of that fight was really nice. Just like full frustration, just fuck off, throw lance, and it just clips it and kills it. But God, is that fight not fun. It does it too fast. I think if it gave you like half a second more on every single one of its switches, it would be way more fair to deal with. But because it's just like instant, it's like, oh, I've gone into it, oh no, I'm gone back. Oh, Traveler's Bow. That was neat. I do like the monsters. There's always something to them at least. Yeah, I think it's this thing I have to climb. And then I get one of those memories. I also found where the first one is, and funnily... Funnily enough, the first one you find actually has a person there who's very important. Which I thought was kind of funny, because it also makes sense. Low-key, I want to switch out this weapon, because it's making me annoyed. I think one thing that sucks is Zonite gear does not look as iconic as Ancient gear. Ancient gear golem! But, like, I think we can all agree on that. Like, Guardian stuff looked way more like crazy cool. Like the Zonite gear, like they look cool. Like there's like, oh, it's a golden green, has a really nice like color palette. But at the end of the day, it just feels like another type of metal weapon. Whereas, and like when you do use them by themselves, it's like, oh, they have like a little bit of the Guardian thing to it, but you never think of it as, oh, it has, you know, some energy to it. You just think, oh, it's kind of like the Guardian. And I think that really shows that they kind of hit a bad spot to a degree with it. Which part of this has it? Ah, there it is. I like this set of armor so much just because of the fact that it's so emo. It's so emo and over the top. I'll let you listen to this one.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed. I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
It's very sweet to hear Zelda be so passionate about Link. But it's also really cool with that cutscene. So that cutscene happens after they dispel... I'll be able to look at it and show you. I don't, like, because part of me is like, have I done that one already? Because I've done, like, 8 of them on my, like, other account. Which is weird, because, like, my, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so we actually have a lot of it. So we have 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we now actually have a good line of knowledge. And then this one I know where that is. And then these two I don't know. Now the question is, what do we do with our last so and so amount of time? We could fuck around with a Lionel. But I think we're a bit done with Lionels, just for a little bit. I think there's more to be had. We'll kill the fox and feel bad about it. We'll ignore them. Okay, so that's the Sonya one, that's the Ganondorf one. I don't even know what that's meant to symbolize. That's meant to be the thingamajiggies. That's because it's treachery. Where is another one? There was one here, it would seem. And one over here. And one over here. The one over here isn't that hard to reach, but we only have 4 minutes, which is very little time. I think we'll try to go for this one, because I haven't seen this one. Okay. Mount Lanayru. I do want to kind of do 25-ish episodes. Ah, yes. The tiny little worm. And that's a W-Y-R-M, not a W-O-R-M. Oh, that's just... Okay, I'll put up the fucking pants. Oh, it's really cold here. It's almost as cold as my room. My room is fucking 5 degrees right now. And that's Celsius. So, very cold. Gimme. Part of me would like to go to Zor's domain. I really like these batteries, by the way. They're so fucking pog. Like, all they do is just be batteries, but it's so fucking nice. It's nice not needing to worry about how big your battery is. If I saw a Gleeok, I think I would cry. I do see where it is, though. This is nice, because this was a place that had a Lionel originally. I think. But it's nice to see... Oh no, it's over there, past that. It's nice to see areas recontextualized for different things. I have not seen this one yet. So I'll allow you all to see this, and then I'll end the episode. I hope you've had a very good time. And let's enjoy the memory.
King Rauru. We just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen. At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru. The Demon King. he is not someone you can stop by yourself. But you are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all.
Sacred stones.
Stand with me. I need all your aid.
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Rauru, the King of Light.
That is very interesting. So those are like the 7 sages then. Because Rauru is actually one of the 7 sages from Zelda Ocarina of Time. And in Link to the Past, I think there might be a Rauru, but I don't think there is. But I think Sarasul, or whatever his name is essentially meant to be Rauru. Or like the Rauru type. Because Rauru is more of a type of sage, like character-wise. But I hope you enjoyed. We now have another. So that one is like one of the like symbols. It's like a protection charm, Japanese protection charm. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed. In the next episode, I'm planning to grab some of these ones as well. And then I think we might actually try to go to one of the towns. But doing a bunch of stuff on the way, of course. But I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.